Alright, so guys, if you're like me, you're a hunter, and your friends keep destroying your knives, the expensive ones, you'll have to get more knives. So I decided, I said, you know what? You're a hunter, you're outdoors, man. Fishing, diving, hunting, that is your thing, you know? So let's make a knife. So I spoke to the old hunters, and they said, here, we're the best knife they could use, and they used to make long time, used to be made with a bandsaw blade. So I went and I got a bandsaw blade. The sawmill them, they normally break a lot of these blades when they cut in wood. So you could visit any of your local sawmills, right? And if you ask nicely, they will give you a blade like this. It's a big long circular blade where you could cut pieces off of it. Right? So you need a little grinder, and you cut some nice pieces off of it, and you start to work on them. So I'm gonna do a little short video of how I cut them out and how I make knives out of them, so that eventually when the fellas destroy it, it doesn't cost much, and it's a really good blade. It's a really good chance to work on your skills, right? These blades, sawmills, you can get them there. Now I got mine from Larry, right? He's a part of the group. Now he has a sawmill, so I guess he has a lot of these blades lying around broken, because he cut a lot of lumber, right? So you could get a piece from me, or you could visit Larry. You could visit the other sawmills around, and if you're nice enough, they will give you a couple of these blades to make a lot of small knives from them, a lot of long knives from them. Alright, so this is the next step. Now I advise you not to sharpen the blade before you do this. Alright, I just sharpen mine because I know what I'm doing, but don't sharpen your blade. Alright, last thing you do is sharpen your blade. Alright, you're taking a old block of wood, you're cutting a slot into it. So I have a old piece of scrap wood here. I use my hacksaw, cut off a piece, cut a nice little slot into it with the hacksaw, and just pound in the back of the blade or the hilt. Right, just pound it in, and I'll take the grinder and just pass it here just to smooth it out. Now I have the sander here, that's gonna sand down the edges of the blade so that I want to sand down. Right, so I'll give you some updates on that. Alright, that's the progress so far. And I'll put a hole there to put a pin. I'll put one here to put a pin later on. But so far the knife is sturdy, just for simple chopping. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up the polishing off, and you'll see it. Alright, and we finished up the process, on the whetstone. Alright, I'm keeping it looking at rustic kind of look. I want to over polish it. The stone I have is a little coarse, it's a little rough. I have one of them butcher stone. Fisherman, or the fisherman will be using the sharpen blade. Not as refined. This is about sandpaper, almost comparison. So it's not the fine quality to really bring it down to a razor sharp edge. Alright, plus I do have a strop and all those fine things like jewelers rouge and stuff to put a final on the blade. Right, I'll put a little edge with this, and there you have it, folks. Our homemade bandsaw blade. Now this is a blade I'll use primarily for skinning an animal, and probably for just chopping up those seasoning and thing. Not too fancy, right? So I'll put in a pin here and I'll put in a pin there. But meanwhile, it's very sturdy, perfect thing. Well, we have to test it now. We have to see how sharp it is. Now anybody could cut paper. Let me try a piece of cloth. I check the cloth and see again. A nice piece of cloth, a nice piece of cotton. What do you say? You'll be able to work with this. Nice sharp cuts. And there you have it. Your very own homemade bandsaw blade. Right, for those who don't like the edges, you can grind all these and put it up to your liking. But for me, it's perfect right there. So let's give it the paper test, because apparently people want to see how sharp it is. So let's go with the famous can it cut paper test. Right? Is that enough for you? Yeah. How about that? No, no. How about that? Yeah. And there you have it, folks. Not professionally sharpened, but super sharp still. Because of the quality of the metal. Barn saw blade, people. You all know about it.